Welcome to this comprehensive tutorial on implementing AES encryption and decryption in Java. AES, or Advanced Encryption Standard, is a symmetric encryption algorithm that is widely used for securing data. In this video, we will take a deep dive into AES, understand its workings, and implement it in our Java applications. Let's get started. First, let's discuss what AES is. AES stands for Advanced Encryption Standard, and it is a symmetric key encryption standard adopted by the US government. Symmetric means that the same key is used for both encryption and decryption. AES is based on the original cipher and can encrypt data in blocks of 128 bits, utilizing key sizes of 128, 192, or 256 bits. In this tutorial, we'll focus on AES with a 128-bit key length. Before we implement AES encryption, we need to add dependency libraries to our project. Let's do that next. In this tutorial, we'll create a simple Java project that can encrypt and decrypt a string using AES. Let's begin by setting up our main class and the necessary imports. Now, we will create a method to generate AES keys. The key size must match our earlier choice of 128 bits. Here's how to do that using the key generator class in Java. With our key generation method in place, we can now create an AES encryption method. This method will accept a plaintext string and a secret key, then return the encrypted string. Next, we need a method to decrypt our ciphertext back into plaintext. This method will also take a secret key and the encrypted string as input. Now that we have the encryption and decryption methods set up, let's put everything together in our main method. We'll generate a key, encrypt a sample string, and then decrypt it back to verify our implementation. Let's recap what we've done. We generated an AES key, encrypted a string, and then successfully decrypted it back to its original form. This demonstrates how AES encryption can securely protect sensitive data. In practical applications, always ensure to handle keys securely. Never hard-code them in your applications. Instead, consider secure storage options like key management systems or use environment variables. As a best practice, it's important to perform error handling and security checks in production-level code. We could also consider implementing additional security measures, such as using unique initialization vectors, IVs, for each encryption operation. For encryption that requires an for, update our encrypt and decrypt methods accordingly. You'll set the for during encryption and use the same for decryption. This ensures that decrypting the data is reversible. The updated decryption method will read the for from the concatenated input string, configuring the cipher instance with it before proceeding with decryption. Remember that each encryption operation should ideally use a unique for to maintain the security of the data. In this way, even if the same plaintext is encrypted multiple times with the same key, the ciphertext will be different each time. Now, let's quickly summarize everything we've learned about AES encryption in Java. We started by understanding AES and its importance, wrote the code to generate AES keys, and implemented encryption and decryption methods, both with and without IVs. To enhance your understanding further, make sure you experiment with the provided code. Try using different plaintexts, changing key sizes, or even implementing file encryption. The more you practice, the better grasp you'll have of AES encryption. Thank you for watching this tutorial on implementing AES encryption and decryption in Java. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to my channel for more tutorials like this. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Until next time, happy coding!